Hey everybody, July 27th, 2012, weekly wrap-up. Yeah, it's been a week of listen and recognize. I've been releasing a bunch of ear training clips for you guys to work on, listen to. Obviously you see what's going on, and I always want to point out the fact that I'm going at a snail's pace in relationship to how you internalize all of these sounds. A major chord, listening to the random notes. Think about it. We went all the way back to the beginning, and what did we have? The note C to D. We went through all of the white keys, and then I incorporated the chromatic notes. You build your listening skills. You get good at that. Then what happened next? We built listening to all 12 of the major keys, listening to the degrees within those tonal centers. Then what happened next? Using your major and minor thirds and identifying, again, all 12 of the tones. Constantly working on hearing a certain sound, going back to identifying where the roots of things are moving around. You see the value in that? It starts to build your tonal center. It starts to build your concept about the structure of chords, but at the same time, how music is moving around, how it's modulating from one place to another. All of those things are sort of building inside of you by you taking this course and working on it. Then what happened next? Well, now we're taking major chords. We talked a little bit about the structure of major, minor, diminished, augmented, but we've just been working with the major chords so far. And again, taking one major chord at a time and then randomly choosing and finding all of the other notes, all the other 12 tones in music. This is building a Mozart's ear. This is teaching you how to hear in a very specific way. And it's not that hard because you have all of this reference material that we're putting on here. You have a constant library of reference material that you're always going to be able to go back on. And I say it in the course, but I'm going to say it right here in this clip. And that is, if something's giving you trouble, for instance, if you're trying to do some of the most current things I've released and you go, wow, this is hard, I'm lost, I can't do it. Go back. Go back 5 clips, go back where you can do it, and move it up to the next step. Keep on moving your way methodically through this, but it's all worked out for you. And there's way more to come. You'll understand how to build chords, hear chords, altered chords, understand why things modulate to other places, hear chord progressions, how they move around. That's what we're moving towards, but very, very slowly. If I try to move you there too fast, that's the biggest mistake. With all of that said, let's talk about what we did do this week. We worked on the key of F major, G major, A major, and B major. Well, not exactly on the key of F major, G major, on the F major chord to all the random notes, on the G major chord to all the random chromatic notes, on the A major chord and on the B major chord. And next week you're going to see more. You're going to see some, probably see some songs as well. But next week we're going to continue to build on this concept that we're doing, and then it goes to the next step. The next step's kind of exciting. So I want to get you guys through this. That's kind of what happened. The whole week has been a listen and recognize week. I just spent some time talking about it. Again, if you're a member of the site, you have access to all of this. If you're not a member of the site, you can either go to the listen and recognize portion and get involved in that, or get access to the site and learn all kinds of things about singing and about ear training and about the breakdowns of songs, and learn all kinds of songs and song packets, all of that stuff. And before I wrap this up, I'd love to mention the fact that the intermediate voice course is done. It's hours and hours of both video and audio information that is well thought out in a very progressive way. It will teach you how to sing much, much better. There's a beginning voice course if you have no experience whatsoever. And if you're not a member of the site, you can even get 10 free lessons. There's a beginning voice course that goes into the beginning voice course. Plenty of good information that you can get for free, or move on into our total access of the site and start to learn all kinds of things about singing that maybe you never thought about before. Hey, I think that wraps it up for July 27, 2012. I'll see you guys next week.